Hello again. Today I am going to be doing something new. Hopefully, what will be a monthly feature on my channel, which is every month I'm going to look through the Goodreads list of new releases for the month and pick at least two books out of those new releases to buy and read. Hopefully, read it in that month. Maybe not, depending on my reading schedule. But I wanted to share what I picked up for the month of November 2017. So these are new releases, new YA releases for the month of 2017 that I have picked up. I've actually picked three this month instead of two because my first book here, Otherworld by Jason Segel, it was on sale at Target. So I decided to pick it up. It wasn't, kind of had some mixed reviews on Goodreads, so I wasn't really sure about buying it. But it is a story about virtual reality. So me liking Warcross and Ready Player One and those kind of books, I thought this would kind of be right up my alley. I'll read the synopsis for you here. There are no screens, no controls. You don't just see and hear it. You taste, smell, and touch it too. In this new reality, there are no laws to break or rules to obey. You can live your best life, indulge every desire. It's a game so addictive you never want it to end, until you realize that you are the one being played. Welcome to Otherworld, where reality is dead. Step into the future, leave your body behind. Now, Jason Segel wrote this. I haven't read anything by Jason Segel before. I mean, I know the actor. I've watched How I Met Your Mother, but it's kind of interesting. Well, Jason Segel and Kristen Miller. Jason Segel and Kristen Miller wrote it. But because it's virtual reality, I want to give it a try. I've actually already read about 2/3 of this book. I will give my review once I finish reading the book. But this is a new release for November on the Goodreads list that I decided to pick up. Now, the other two books I picked up, first one would be Devil in Ohio by Daria Polatin. This is interesting. It's basically about a girl that. I'll read the description. It's better here. When 15-year-old Jules Mathis comes home from school to find a strange girl sitting in her kitchen, a psychiatrist's mother reveals that May is one of her patients at the hospital and will be staying with their family for a few days. But soon May is wearing Jules' clothes, sleeping in her bedroom, edging her out of a position on the school paper, and flirting with Jules' crush, and May has no intention of leaving. Then things get weird. Jules walks in on a half-dressed May, startled to see a pentagram carved into May's back. Jules begins to piece together who May really is and where she's from, only to discover that May's family will stop at nothing to get her back. So this is basically, if you see the actual little pentagram in there, this is basically like a cult story of a person who gets liberated from a cult, and the cult wants her back. It sounds interesting. One of my favorite one of my favorite movies from the 70s is some of those Race with the Devil type of cult book stories. So I am kind of interested to see how the story is. It does get pretty high reviews on Goodreads, so I am looking forward to it. So that is my second book, Devil in Ohio, that I picked up for the month of November. Third book is probably I think the most popular book right now on Goodreads for November is Renegades. Now, I have never read any of the Lunar Chronicles. I haven't read it. I don't think I've read any of Marissa Meyer's books. But I do like superhero stories. And this basically is a superhero story with, a team of the Renegades who are supposed to be the good guys. And then there's another team that's the bad guys. And there is a person who infiltrates the Renegades because they don't think they're, I guess, all that good. And, there's a romance that gets involved, and we'll see where this will go. But it does sound interesting. It's a very large book. I think it's, how many pages is this book? Over 500 pages. Like 560 pages, this book. So it's a pretty large book. It looks like it's part of a duology. Looking at the last page here, because it says coming in November, the conclusion. So I'm guessing it's it's definitely part of a duology. But I'm looking forward to it. And that is my third book, Renegades, for the month of November. And that is it. Those are my 3 books that I've picked up for the month of November for YA new releases. Thanks again for watching. If you look at the YA list, see what books you would have picked. Also, look at the December, see what I'm going to pick for December. I kind of already got an idea what I'll be picking for the month of December. But that is my review for, that is my haul, I guess, my book haul for the month of November YA books. I hope to be reading these and giving you my opinions on them. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.